we're going into volume 2. I thought there was 12 episodes in volume 1. I apparently was wrong. We're catching up. We're catching up. Jurassic Park found footage. Muldoon's log 11. VHS analog horror, and this is by Ali Awad. As always, I'll have a link down into this video and to his channel in the description below. Did we watch stuff? I don't remember what all we watched on stream. When it comes to volume 2, I think we're caught up until there's a hidden one. Until like 17. I'm not 100% sure. I'll still have the disclaimer in the description. And I think I don't think we've watched 17 yet. So I'm gonna say 17 on, there will no longer be a disclaimer of it being watched on stream. I don't remember if it was 16 or 17 that we watched on stream. You know what, just in case, we'll start with 16. Because again, I don't remember. So let's see. The raptor got out. I think that was Andre on the floor. Let's find out what happened to Andre. Oh yeah, these are training videos. Hello?
Yes, Muldoon?
Ray, I need a capture team down to the raptor pen immediately.
What's going on?
Asset out of containment. It's the big one. She's on the loose.
God. Okay, on it.
I also need medical aid here as well.
Are you injured?
It's Andre.
I'm on it.
I've only got my Spaz 12 on me. I haven't got a trank. If I make a shot, it's the kill. I'll be waiting in the observation to...
The doors... His gas made me gas, and then I saw the door opening. I was gonna say it's self-defense. It's shoot to kill. Self-defense. Oh, okay.
What is it?
Just send back up and don't call this line. I'll call you.
Nah, tell him that bitch is in the fucking vicinity. Get on top of this. Like, why are you out in the fucking open?
You take the shot, you face a lawsuit.
Oh,
If you don't take the shot, she hunts you. Either way, you're as good as dead.
I mean, either way, you're going to get got.
She's exploring her new surroundings.
She's figuring out where everything is.
Best to keep an armed watch of her until the capture team arrives.
Oh shit. I don't know if I feel excited or if I'm like nervous. Because it's kind of exciting to see one out in the wild, but also, why didn't they eat fucking Arnold? Oh wait, no, Arnold's, wait, which one's Arnold? Is that Mr. Ray? Arnold, yeah, I think his name is Arnold Ray. Oh fuck, what was his name? It has to be around that frame. I will say, I think it was Andre. I'm not rewinding it to find out.
Dead battery.
Uh-oh.
Christ, they better not be far.
Yeah, but doesn't your camera, I don't know, have night vision? Or like, thermal? Is he breathing? breathing. Grab a stick, poke him. Use him as bait. Oh wait, no, we want him to live. Don't do that. Just like, what are we looking at? She's out. Wait, pause. The shed door, the door was on the platform. How the fuck did she get down without having to go down the stairs? Shouldn't she have been like, I don't know, coming like in front of the fence and then down the stairs, or like just jumping down the stairs? That would make more sense to me. Where are we going? She doesn't look like she's really hunting or anything. She looks like she knows where she's going. Like she's been out before.
Taking so long.
Probably waking people the fuck up.
Let her get far, we'll lose her. This will turn into a manhunt. Could span hours. Damn it.
Oh my god. I thought I heard a different sound. I was like, what the fuck was that? Up in my end. Oh, I might regret this. Let's turn this back down. Never mind. That was loud in my ear. I don't see anything. Maybe she's looking for her friends. That's a high possibility. Okay. They know how to open gates. Got it. Dude, I'm pretty sure she could smell your fear. You've probably done shit yourself. Now she looks like she's hunting. She's sniffing. It smells shit. Oh, please say there was another person. Oh, thank God.
You all right, Muldoon? Arnold, target acquired.
I'd never be more glad to see you in my life.
Bring it here, Muldoon.
Get off me.
Okay.
He's not a
extremely
hugger.
impressed
It's
you made that
okay.
shot
We'll
through the
hug you,
fence, too.
Robbie.
The feeder door jammed halfway through the cow drop. Guide rails must have warped in the humidity. Happens with equipment out here. Metal expands, things get stuck. Usually it's nothing. Usually you shut it down and the animal never even notices. But today the door stayed open, and she noticed. The big one's always watching things like that. Patterns, routines. She saw the opening before Andre. One moment she's beneath the feeder, next moment she's airborne, straight up and out. Andre suffered a concussion, but he's okay. And the big one has joined her comrades.
That's
and
good.
closure.
Working fine now, Muldoon.
Give it a few goes, Robbie. When an incident like this happens, it always prompts review of the containment protocols. Protocols say begin non-lethal containment. Always non-lethal. That's the part they write neatly into manuals. What they don't write is what it feels like standing in the jungle with a predator somewhere in the dark and knowing you've only got live rounds in your Spaz 12. Normally you'd carry a dart rifle for something like that. Tranquilizer. Quick sedation, animal down in
I don't know about that
seconds,
one, sir.
clean
I
and
have
controlled.
probably
I
shit
didn't
in my
have one.
pants if a
So
raptor
suddenly
is
the
out.
decision isn't procedural anymore. It's judgment. Out there, I wasn't just tracking a dangerous animal. I was tracking a company asset worth more than most city blocks. Years of genetic work, millions in engineering, incubation, veterinary oversight.
Look at the they're
These animals aren't
napping.
wildlife in the usual sense. They're investments, proprietary products. Which means, if you pull the trigger, you're not just killing an animal. You're destroying property.
They're just little
and
guys.
InGen doesn't take kindly to
Oh my god, it reminds me of a fucking crane.
people destroying their property.
Now
Now in Africa, if a lion goes man-eater, the decision's simple. You shoot it. No committee, no lawyers.
Oh, it's scenting the ground.
Ranger makes the call and that's the end of it.
Little
Here-
just learned how to do that properly. She's slowly learning how to cat.
You've got
the
accountants
age of
and
2.
geneticists and executives who've never stood 10 feet from something that wants to spill and gorge on your guts. And they all believe the animal is more valuable alive than the man holding the rifle. So you start doing the arithmetic in your head. How much trouble would I be in if I pulled that trigger?
Very
Funny
big
sort
trouble.
of calculation to be making while something like that is hunting in the dark. The way I see it, you're a dead man either which way, because if things went different last night and she ambushed me, I would shoot her to oblivion.
Oh,
And then maybe I would have survived in the conventional sense.
financially,
that InGen
no.
would end me, end my career, bury me in legal prosecutions, and make sure I spent my remaining days in a jail cell. It's a predicament that I've never wrestled with before, and I sure as hell hope I never have to again. In the end, no blood spilled, not hers, not mine. Which means, on paper, the system worked. But I'll tell you something they won't put in the
Yeah, but what about Andre? What happened to him?
report. The big one didn't escape because the steel failed. She escaped because she understood the opportunity before we did. And that's the real problem with these animals. They aren't just dangerous. They're learning. Clever girls. Bet you're happy, Bessie.
It's Mildred.
You can't
Oh.
name them all Mildred, Robbie. They're the archetypal ceratopsian. The one every 3-year-old can name before they can spell it. 3 horns, shield frill, beaked mouth. Triceratops is the blueprint people carry in their heads when they think of dinosaurs, second only to Tyrannosaurus in public imagination, and considerably easier to manage, provided you respect the fact that you're dealing with 6 tons of muscle wearing a battering ram on its face. 4 residents currently in this paddock, 2 mature females and a pair of subadults, the youngest barely past her first major growth spurt. Their social structure
Why are
is
they
tight,
here?
protective rather than hierarchical in the aggressive sense. Lady Margaret stands at the center of that cohesion, broadest frill, calmest disposition, and the others orient to her the way compass needles find north. Good morning, ladies. Triceratops herd dynamics are built on cohesion and mutual protection rather than rigid dominance. The adults form a defensive core, orienting their horns outward while keeping juveniles shielded within the group's center. And movements are guided by calm, experienced females like Lady Margaret, whose steady behavior signals safety to the others. She's almost 9 years of age and has essentially reached her maximum size. Big, healthy girl. She's the closest thing this herd has to a matriarch. If she settles, they settle. If she spooks, you clear the area and climb something sturdy. InGen wants
And hope to
8
God they're not running towards you, because they will flip a car and also tag down a tree. Or a building. They have a horn. They will impale you. I mean, oh no, they'll impale you.
Triceratops in total, and another batch is currently being nurtured on Isla
They're
Sorna.
cooking.
They're several months old at the moment, but when they hit about the 1-year mark, they'll be transferred to Nubla to join this lot. They've heard my Jeep pull up, and I know they've been eyeing the carrots. Supplemental
Honey,
not
what the fuck was
necessary, but
that?
I know they've been eyeing the carrots.
Oh, it's a compy. Okay.
Supplemental not necessary, but it keeps them clustered here and engaged. Today I need them occupied. More precisely, I need Lady Margaret occupied.
Lady
Her
Margaret said,
protective
I'm about to throw
instincts are
fucking hands if you don't
exemplary.
give me them
If she
carrots.
thinks the
Nom, nom, nom,
youngster
nom.
needs defending, she'll put herself between us without hesitation.
See, I told you she's ready to throw hands.
Easy, girls. There you are. Keep that attention here. The others always follow her lead. No agitation, no alarms, snorts, just the low, resonant, feeding sounds of content herbivores.
Yum, 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 yum.
With the herd settled,
Oh,
I
is
can
this
enter
is
from
that
the
bar
east service gate
removable?
and see
Don't
what's
let them
happening
know
with
that
number 4.
personally.
Yesterday, one of the workmen said that the youngster was laying down for the entirety of his shift, so she needs checking on. And I can only do that with these guys occupied. Last thing I want is a protected response when there's no threat to respond to. All right. I can vouch for the workman's observations, as I've been watching her separate herself over the past 48 hours. Not exclusion, more a quiet withdrawal. Here she is. This is the youngest of our
Ew,
Triceratops.
is that shit?
She's
You
just
couldn't
over
have
3
cleaned it
years of
up?
age. Normally, she's got a spring in her step, but lately she lags at feeding time, beds down apart.
Well, yeah, her
Joins
programming
briefly,
isn't
then drifts
updated.
away.
Did you try turning her off and turning her
Animals
back on?
isolate for a handful of reasons. Injury, illness, parasitic load, digestive distress, or the
Scoops.
simple need to rest without the constant contact of herd movement. Prey species especially will
What if
remove the
she had... Okay, here's a new question. Can they get mad cow disease? I know they're not cows and they have no contact. I'm assuming they have no contact with cows. But is it possible that they could get a version of mad cow disease? But for dinosaurs.
themselves if they
Think
feel
about it.
compromised.
Or, okay, wait. A mosquito, I'm painting you a picture. A mosquito, a little itty bitty terrorizing machine, came over, bit a diseased cow. How it got to the diseased cow of the island, I don't fucking know. But it bit a diseased cow, and then it went and bit the Triceratops, and thus it got mad cow disease, and it turns into mad trike disease. And everyone had to run away.
They see it as better one vulnerable individual than compromise and slow the entire group. At the very least, she's alert, eyes tracking me. No panic, no attempt to rise and flee. That suggests she doesn't perceive immediate danger, and that whatever's wrong hasn't robbed her of her situational awareness,
Good.
which is always a good sign. No visible trauma, limbs aligned properly, no swelling at the joints, no abrasions along the flank, respiration steady. I'm watching for asymmetry in the rib cage, none that I can see. If there's pain, it's internal. There is, however, something
She is
present.
breathing rather quickly, though. I will say it's not calm breathing. It's more of a little bit of like that rather than. I'm breathing like y'all can hear me.
That I can't document using my lapel cam, and that there is a foul odor here. Faint at first, then unmistakable, a sour smell.
Yeah, but you're also
Wrong
around
for a
her
hind
shit
gut
right
fermenter
now.
on a controlled diet. I'll be checking the droppings nearby.
How is your eyeballs doing? Any crusties?
Stools are well formed, but with that same foul odor. That points toward gastrointestinal upset rather than systemic infection.
Big words.
Possible causes: spoiled forage after the rain, ingestion of toxic plant matter sprouting throughout the paddock, or microbial imbalance in the gut. Ceratopsians rely on complex fermentation to break down cellulose from the plants they eat. Disrupt that flora and you get gas, discomfort, lethargy, and withdrawal from the herd. See how she's laying? She's got her legs beneath her, resting her stomach on the ground. This is the classic guarded posture of an animal with abdominal discomfort. You see it with little kids when they have an upset tummy. They'll hunch over and rest their folded arms into their
Excuse me, sir. I was just doing that. This morning. That's not the point.
bellies. This is the quadruped's.
Oops. I muted it. Hold on.
If it were a limb injury, for example, This is the quadruped's equivalent of that. If it were a limb injury, for example, she'd favor one side. This is centered, protective. I'm watching her flank for bloat. Acute tympany would be an emergency. That's when you hear sounds from the abdomen that could signal intestinal obstruction.
Or
This
she's
looks
hungry.
subacute. Unpleasant, but survivable with monitoring.
Is it possible that, like, I think he said toxic. I don't know if he mentioned, what the fuck is the word? Not fertile. Fermented. I'm wondering if that could be the case. Maybe she's drunk. Maybe she got maybe they left like some fermented apples in the cage or something, and she got a hold of them, and now she's having tummy aches from and then hangover. Can hangovers give you tummy aches? I'm not 100% sure on that one. I don't know. I've never had a hangover a day in my life. Shocking, because I used to drink tequila like lemonade.
Behind me, I can hear Lady Margaret's low rumble. It's a contact call, not alarm. She knows where the youngster is. She's not rejecting her, she's giving her space while maintaining auditory reassurance. That's the distinction people miss. Herd defense isn't always a wall of horns. Sometimes it's trust that the vulnerable member will return when she's ready.
Yeah.
Lady Margaret isn't
They're letting
driving
her have
away.
her space,
She's
or they're gonna
holding the perimeter
sacrifice her.
steady, so the youngster can recover without pressure. If her complaints turn out to be dietary contamination or microbial imbalance, we can correct it. If it's intoxication, we need to identify the source before the rest of the herd
Wrong
is
thing, sir.
exposed. As long as Lady Margaret keeps the herd calm and the youngster remains responsive, we let nature do what it does best. Heal quietly, on its own terms. I'll recommend a review of the forage in Triceratops territory, and what that'll mean is checking
Maybe there's
on
some
the
poison ivy in
Euthycephalus
there.
and the Styracosaurs, because all three species share that exhibit in the park. It also means collecting a stool sample for Harding to analyze.
You're gonna have to pick up one of them giant ass
And that is one
turds.
big pile of shit. She escaped, lingered around the pen till nightfall, and then she headed to this maintenance shed. There's usually not much rhyme or reason when it comes to animal behavior most of the time. They sense something and then they react. But the big one seemed really curious about that shed, and I'm really curious as to why. I've had a quick
For
scrub through the
fun and
footage
me
from last
time?
night and increased it to maximum exposure, but I couldn't make out anything in the darkness. I thought I heard something and felt a presence here. Working in Africa does that to you. You develop a sixth sense that helps you detect when a predator is eyeing you.
I also have developed a sixth sense. It's called I have to fucking listen to hear if a cat is entering the room to know if I have to actually tread lightly because I don't want to step on them.
And I felt that last night. No surprises.
His
Left the gate
asshole
open after they took
clenched.
her. Bloody useless. Now, she was very interested in being here. Animals sometimes work off a scent that could be carried in the wind or smeared across the ground or along foliage. Our olfactory capabilities are laughable in comparison, so it's very possible that she caught a whiff of something that brought her here. But remember, these animals haven't seen anything of this island outside of their enclosure, so her surroundings could definitely contribute to sensory overload and overwhelm her. And then she tried digging at the shed door. Actually, better check that the team didn't leave that open too. Nope, locked.
Nice.
Good. Nothing sticks out to me at the moment, so it's best to...
I've heard that call before. It was in Jurassic Park 3, specifically when it was calling for help because it was trapped behind the fucking gate because they locked it in the little corner. It went. How I knew it was calling for help, I have no fucking idea, but apparently Dr. Grant is a raptor whisperer.
Is that coming from...
That's coming to get you.